Hi, everybody. My name is Tina Carter. I am the sole owner and founder of Soul TLC. I am a reflexologist, Reiki master, and a certified law of attraction life coach. So, we all start on our journey where we start, right? So, I started in 2013 and I realized that I am an energy being and my world opened up. It's crazy how sheltered we can live our lives when we don't know better. Anyway, since 2013, I have grown immensely. I have healed a ton in my own life. And of course, it has a ripple effect. So I see effects to my husband, to my family, my kids, and those I come in contact with. My passion is to help others live a life of joy and of peace and freedom from all the stuff that we had been taught way back when. So today I want to talk to you about overcoming the past to find freedom now. So we all have trauma in our lives. So the dictionary describes trauma as deeply distressing or disturbing experience. Well, we all know what those can be like, right? But it's not just the big things. It's not just like, car crashes or, major health issues. It can be as small as somebody saying something to you when you were a child and you took that in your body and you hung on to that. Or it can be somebody at some point told you were stupid or you'll never amount to anything. The energy of those things sit inside of you. And then pretty soon that becomes the lens that you see through. So, for example, in my own life, I never felt like I was seen. I never felt heard. I became very codependent in my marriage and not a healthy place to be. I wouldn't make a decision. I couldn't make a decision because, I didn't feel that whatever I was thinking or feeling mattered. So I would just go along with the flow with whatever everybody else wanted to do. That's what I would do. And if somebody said, "Where do you want to go for dinner?" I would say, "I don't know. Where do you want to go?" Those kinds of things. It's not living up to your full potential for sure. So trauma, can also be, divorce in the family. If your parents divorced, you may feel like a sense of abandonment, or you maybe even feel like it's your fault. But it's not. It's not. As a child, these can have major effects on our child's psyche. And as adults, if we don't heal those traumas in our lives, then that's what we see everything through, and it's a distorted view. So we learn to keep going on. We learn to just cope with what we have, and we keep pushing and pushing and pushing our way through. And all the while, all the energy is holding within us and adding everything on top of that. So it's kind of like if you get a sliver in your finger or something, if you leave that sliver there, it begins to fester and get infected, and pretty soon it's gonna cause you major pain. Same thing in our lives. If we don't deal with the traumas that we've suffered in our lives, there comes a place where everything just kind of explodes and you just can't do it anymore. That's kind of where I was. It got to a place where I hated myself, really. I did not like the person that I was. And so I started digging and finding out even who am I, and, on and on it goes. You relearn to love yourself. That's what it's all about. So we all know what trauma is. I'm sure many of us know certain ways that we can help alleviate our trauma and heal it and move past it. And that's what I want to talk to you today about, is 3 ways to move past and overcome your trauma. So the first thing to do is accept it. Accept your past for what it is. You cannot change it. You can't go back and change anything. All you have is right now. And you can't go in the future and change anything. All you have is right now. So all of your experiences to date have made you into the person that you are today. All the good, all the bad, all the ugly, everything, it all has made you who you are today. The emotions of those experiences got stuck within you, and that's okay. I mean, that's okay. So the thing is, you can't change it. All you can do is allow it. So allow yourself to just sit with your emotions. If you're angry, go in a room somewhere and just sit there and be with your anger. It's okay. It's okay to feel your emotions. I believe that we're in a time now where that's what we're being called to do, is to feel whatever is going on inside so that it can move through us. If we just keep pushing forward, or we just keep distracting ourselves so that we don't go there, then we're not healing, and we're just doing the same old that hasn't worked, right? So just accept it for what it is. I'm angry. I am so ticked off, and just feel that in your body. And what does it feel like? Just notice it. What does it feel like? Oh, well, it feels like, a tightness in my stomach, or it feels like, my chest is just so heavy. Well, just sit with that for a moment and just feel it. And just feel it and notice if it changes, and notice if it moves. It takes 3 to 5 minutes. Actually, it takes like 90 seconds for an emotion to move through your body. And so when you do this type of thing, you'll notice the next time you get triggered, it's not so bad. You don't feel as angry, or you don't feel as small, or, whatever the case may be. But the point is to accept whatever emotion you're feeling, and to sit with it and allow it to work through your body. And then after that, you can maybe journal. Journal what it is that you were feeling or thinking during that time. Journaling is a huge way to move through, stuck emotions. I want to just throw in here that to not focus on the past, right? So say you have an emotion of anger, and you're sitting with it, and all these old stories come up. Well, it's because my mom said this to me when I was a kid, and that's where it's all started. Or, it's because my neighbor threw their garbage on my lawn, or whatever. And you come up with this story. Don't do that. Because what you're doing, if you attach a story to your emotion, is you're keeping it alive. You're keeping it alive. So just let the stories go. Let them just fall through your mind, and just focus on the emotion itself and where it sits in your body. What's going on with that emotion? Also, when you're attaching your stories to those emotions, that's your mindset, right? Do we want to be always thinking about the past, or do we want to be thinking about the now? Because remember, now is all we have. The past is done. Don't really pay attention to the past. Our souls always are in the now. And so being mindful of where we are and what's going on in our bodies brings us into the now. So try and not attach the stories. If you find yourself attaching the story, just focus back on your emotion, your tightness, your heaviness, the pain in your shoulder, like whatever it might be. So yeah, just feel your emotions and just notice them. Be the observer. So the second thing is boundaries. So when we get stuck in our emotional body, we tend to be very poor boundary setters. So boundaries are all about, teaching others how to treat you, right? Do you even know how to set a boundary? I certainly didn't. I remember when I started this journey, I remember my husband said, well, I feel like it's just all about you. And I said to him, it is all about me right now. It is all about me, right? So I've spent my life taking care of everybody else and the kids and making sure, everybody's got their ducks in a row. And I never even knew who I was. Do you? Do you know who you are? Do you know what you want? Some questions to ask yourself, because if you don't have those answers, it's hard to set boundaries. So again, boundaries teach others how to treat you. So they're not confrontational. You don't have to be, nasty about it. You just have to state what and how you want others to treat you. So if somebody doesn't like your boundaries, that's them. That's not you. And you probably will come up against some people not liking your boundaries because they're used to you doing everything, and they're used to you. So for example, if you're the one that always makes the bed in the morning, you always do the dishwasher, you're the one that always cooks, you're the one that always, does the laundry, whatever. If you don't feel like making the bed one day and you just leave it and you get some flack for that, that's a boundary. So you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Okay, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit. There's some things that you have to do, okay? But for the most part, what is it that you want? How do you want other people to treat you? So if somebody is being rude to you, and this can be a family member, a neighbor, it doesn't matter. If somebody's being rude to you, it's okay to say, you know what? I don't appreciate the way that you're speaking to me right now. And if they continue, you have the choice to walk away. You do not have to sit there and listen and be felt small. It's okay. It's okay to speak up for what you want and how you want to be treated. So if you want to just feel, at peace all the time, but yet you hang out with people who are always, in turmoil, they're always in a dither about something, guess what? You're not going to be in peace. So, sometimes we have to choose the kind of people that we hang out with in order to live the life that we want to live. And that's okay too. And again, some people might not like it, but it's not their life. It's your life. You get to choose. It's okay to, not answer that phone call. It's okay if somebody comes to your house uninvited and, you've got something else on the go. It's okay to say, hey, you know what? I'm kind of busy right now. I don't really have time to just sit and chat. So maybe do it another time. It's okay. You don't have to have excuses. It's okay to just say no. It's your life. It's okay. Say what you want. Teach other people how to treat you. And the third way to move past your trauma is just to connect with yourself. So how do you do that? Probably a lot of you already meditate, right? You probably already walk in nature. But, coming back to the mindfulness, it is so terribly important to be in a place daily and mindfully of just being centered. Go ahead, sit down every morning, every afternoon, whenever you feel like you're getting kind of, sit down and just put your feet on the floor and just imagine yourself being grounded to the earth. Imagine those cords extending from your body down, down, down into the center of the earth. Feel yourself being grounded. Just close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Notice your breath going in. Notice it coming out. Watch your belly. Feel your belly. Put your hand on your belly. Make sure that your breath is getting down deep within you. Breathing is something that we all need to do more of. Conscious breathing. It's, a lot of us are very shallow breathers. We breathe into our chest. But unless we're very mindful of it, it takes work to get it down into your belly. But when you do that, you expand everything within you, and you increase the space. Breath is life. Without the breath, you have no life. So bring life into your inner being on a regular basis, not just in the morning or not just when you go to bed. Sit down and do it when you're, having a cup of tea in the afternoon. If you're reading a book, just close your eyes for a minute and just breathe. And notice the clarity that comes with that. It's huge. So these are all ways that we recharge our batteries. So think of your body as your cell phone, okay? You got to charge your cell phone every day. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to talk on the phone. The battery will die. It's the same thing with us. If we do not do this on a regular basis and recharge our inner battery, we will be no good for ourselves or for anybody else. We need to recharge in order to live a life of joy and of peace, and in order to move past the trauma of the past. It's okay to be kind to yourself. So whether that's, read a book just for fun, not to necessarily learn something or to, learn how to be a better person. Have some fun. Have some fun. Just read a book just for the enjoyment of reading a book. When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you, took a walk in nature? Nature walks are huge. I mean, there's actually courses now that you can, go on a nature hike and just soak it up. It's huge. Especially with the last year that we've kind of gone through, right? I mean, 2020 was kind of crazy. Have a bath. Water is so soothing. Have a bath. Relax. Do what feeds your soul. Self-care. I hear over and over and over and over again lately. Self-care is huge right now. You have to take care of yourself first. So, to wrap up today, we learned kind of what trauma is, and how it can look, how it can affect your body. And then we discussed 3 ways to overcome your past: by accepting that it's a part of who you are, by setting boundaries and teaching others to how to treat you, protecting your values and your beliefs. And we've talked about connecting to yourself on a daily basis. So I would like to just do a 5-minute meditation, just to kind of bring everything into completion. So just put your feet on the floor, close your eyes, and just feel yourself sitting on your chair. Feel the weight of your body sitting. Feel the weight of your body on your feet on the floor. Feel that your back is supported. And just take a deep breath in through your nose all the way down to your belly. And let it out with a sigh. And breathe deeply in once more. And let it out with a sigh. And just notice your body. Notice anywhere that you're tight. Notice your neck. And just feel the tension leaving your neck. Feel your shoulders drop down from your ears. Relax your eyes, your eyebrows. Feel your chest expand with your breath, just breathing normal. Feel your abdomen, how everything is just at rest. Feel the security of your hips and your backside on the chair, on the couch, wherever you are. The security that it's there. Feel the weight of your legs pressing against your feet on the floor. And you're just completely at ease right now. Just notice your breath. Notice your breath. Is there anywhere in your body right now that you feel a tightness or a pain? Just notice it and breathe into that space. On your next inhale, watch your breath go to that tightness or go to that pain. Watch it expand and watch it shrink as you breathe out. Keep breathing in and out. Is there somewhere else that's tight on you? Maybe your shoulders are tight. Watch your breath go to your next tight place. Watch it expand. And watch the tightness leave with your out breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Come back into the room. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. How do you feel? I hope you're feeling better. So it's an honor to be with you today. I am offering a free meditation for those of you who choose to participate. There will be a link provided. If you choose to reach out to me, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me at www.soultosoultlc.com, and that's spelled SOLETOSOULTLC.com. That's my website. You can reach me by email at tina@soultosoultlc.com. I am on Instagram and Facebook as well. I hope to see some of you there. Take care. Bye-bye.